Imagine you're an optometrist and you need to take a few days off due to unexpected personal or professional matters, and you're the only doctor in your practice. The question you're asking yourself is, do I close my practice for a few days, or do I hire a fill-in doctor that I haven't worked with before to take care of my patients? One major problem in the field of optometry is the lack of flexibility in staffing in both private practices and optical chain affiliations. Since many practices are lean and do not have any backup staff, when an optometrist is unable to work, it has to either close for the whole day or find another optometrist from sources like email listing, social media groups, or word of mouth. In addition, the current solution of finding another optometrist in an emergency has only a 30% success rate, as many are either not fully qualified or have not been given enough time to avoid scheduling error. This simple staffing problem is costing the industry over $200 million every year in loss of revenue. However, we have a solution that addresses this problem.
The solution to that problem is Eyehire. Eyehire is a digital platform for messaging and hiring optometric staff on demand. This platform will be available through a desktop website along with a mobile iOS and Android application. Next, let's talk about the features of Eyehire. On one side of the platform, there are practice owners. Practice owners can quickly search through Eyehire's network of verified and rated optometric staff to hire for a job. Practices also have the ability to post jobs and notify all relevant users on the platform. This is useful for those unexpected times when a staff member is unable to show up and a replacement is needed immediately. On the other side of the platform, there are optometric staff. Staff members can browse through optometry job postings and reach out to the practice directly to start a conversation about that particular job. Staff members can also easily accept jobs that have been sent out to the network. At the completion of every job, payment will be transferred seamlessly to the optometric staff, as well as the opportunity for practices to rate the optometric staff and vice versa. Now, Andrew will talk about the target market.
Thanks, Kevin. In the optometry industry, there are over 55,000 practices in the United States. These practices are broken up into 5 verticals: private practices, optical chain affiliations such as your lens crafters or Target Optical, ophthalmology practices, government, and other medical. For our target market, we will focus on private practice and optical chain affiliations, which account for over 80% of the industry. We focus on these 2 verticals because they are ones that consistently face the staffing flexibility problem. On the other hand, in a given practice, there are 5 key eye care professional roles: optometrists, opticians, technicians, scribes, receptionists, and insurance billing clerks. Each profession all carry a unique skill set that is transferable from practice to practice, allowing them the opportunity to be flexible in their schedule. We focus on these 5 roles because they currently do not have a platform that meets all their needs. In our first year, we plan to focus on our home DFW market. By year 2, we will expand across the major cities in Texas, such as Austin, Houston, and San Antonio. After Texas, we will focus on California, Florida, and New York, the 3 states with the highest populations of optometric professionals in year 3. We will launch nationally by year 4, targeting the top 25 major U.S. cities, and then by year 5, we will enter a new healthcare vertical, such as dentistry. For our market adoption strategy, we will focus on 3 key pillars: awareness, partnerships, and organic online traffic. For awareness, we will attend conferences such as Vision Expo East and West, which attracts over 28,000 optical professionals, market in popular eye care social media groups and chats, and present to key optometric professional associations. For partnerships, we will sponsor events and offer exclusive promotions to optometry schools, doctor alliance groups, and optometry alumni networks. Lastly, for organic online traffic, we will write blogs on our site and other eye care professional blogging sites to improve our SEO ranking. Currently, many practices try to address this problem of finding temporary staffing through email listings, social media groups, and word of mouth. This inefficient model, although widely practiced, is only successful a third of the time. Eyehire provides key differentiating features that our competitors do not have. Our license verification and background check allow practice owners to hire with confidence and peace of mind. The ability to see available professionals in the local area allows practice owners to proactively find and hire eye care providers that meet their needs instead of hoping and waiting for someone to respond to a post. Our premium service provides a smooth and seamless payment transaction between the practice owner and the fill-in professional that will alleviate stress and additional work for both parties. Our competitive advantage is the simplicity and ease of use, the access to a large market of professionals, and the efficiency of our platform. We also have intimate knowledge of the problem as one of our co-founders is an optometric practice owner. which allows us to have insider access to the Eyehire network. One of our biggest advantages is focusing on the local DFW market first. We want to understand how to build a perfect product in our home city, where we had the largest advantage, and then replicate that across other cities in the US. Now, Paul, our CEO, will discuss our business model.
Thanks, Andrew. Eyehire is a SaaS-based online marketplace. We provide a marketplace for private practices and optical chain affiliations to connect with optometric professionals, which include, but are not limited to, optometrists, optometric technicians, and optometric insurance billing clerks. Optometric practices will pay a $40 a month fee to have unlimited access to post jobs, while optometric professionals will be able to register for free. In the future, additional revenue will come from advertisements from vendors and additional fee for premium services such as simplified billing and taxes and page rankings. Currently, there are over 55,000 optometric practices in the United States. Based on these figures, our total addressable market is 26 million. However, out of the 55,000, 81% are actually private practices and optical chain affiliations that face the staffing flexibility problem. Thus, our service addressable market becomes 21 million. Upon further analysis, since our target market in the first 2 years is Texas, which accounts for roughly 10% of all optometric practices in the US, our service attainable market is roughly 2 million. Based on our model, Eyehire will be profitable in year 1. For the first year, we forecast gaining an initial market share of less than 0.5% as we begin in the DFW area. However, as we expand to other major cities in Texas in year 2 and continue our expansion in all major cities by year 4 and 5, we expect a market growth of 300%. At $40 a month for each practice, we project our revenue to grow from $53,000 in year 1 to $13 million by year 5. Although our expense will increase as we scale, we currently forecast our software expense to initially account for 5% of our revenue with a 50% growth rate of year over year, and our marketing expense to also account for 5% of our revenue. In addition, we expect to double our staff every year. Based on our financial model, we forecast Eyehire to be profitable from $42,000 in year 1 to $12 million by year 5. Our team includes 3 McCombs MBAs, one of which is a co-founder of an optometry practice. Paul, our CEO, has enterprise sales experience and led multiple deals with senior executives. Andrew, our CMO, has experience running his own private optometry practice. And Kevin, our CTO, has experience leading software teams and building SaaS-based products. Our advisors include Sally Tam and Natalie Nguyen, who collectively have over 25 years of experience in the optometric industry.
Thanks for introducing the team, Paul. Now I'd like to talk about how we would use the funding from the Herb Keller competition. Out of the $5,000, we would utilize 52% of those funds to build out the product, which includes a website and other SaaS product subscriptions. 42% of the budget will be spent on marketing, which would include digital marketing and exhibition booths at expos such as Vision Expo. And finally, 6% of the funds will be used for legal purposes such as setting up the initial LLC. This summer, we'll have 4 major milestones we hope to accomplish. Milestone 1 will be setting up a landing page for Eyehire with a sign-up form and blog to grow our SEO ranking. Milestone 2 will be building out an MVP platform where users can post jobs and accept jobs. Milestone 3 will be to onboard practices and optometric staff onto the platform. Finally, at the end of the summer, Milestone 4 will be to successfully match a job with a user. We're looking to raise $5,000 so that we can begin working towards our first milestone. If there are any questions, feel free to email us. Thank you for your time.